Hi guys, welcome to Bat Palla. Uh, Asia Cup is on. I don't know why, but it's okay. It's on. So here are we, and I think we'll talk about the game. But before that, Suresh, I have a couple of vegetarian friends who, there's a group of friends who don't eat, non-veg on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then there is another lot who basically are okay with the gravy and but not the chicken piece or mutton piece. That's the second
Exactly.
category, and then we have got the situation which we have encountered yesterday, where in the Indian team they said, okay, we'll play the game, but we'll not shake the hands. Okay, so that's one way of looking at. Uh, Obviously, the other perspective could be that they did not have an option. They had to play the game because the board wanted them to, but they took a call. They took a stand wherein that okay, we'll come, we'll play the game because we are supposed to, but we are not obliged to do anything more than that. So that is another way of looking at it. I'll come to my opinion later. Which school of thought do you belong to out of the two?
See, the obviously the first school of thought we both were belonging to was like, why do you have to play, right? I mean, that was the first thing, right? I mean, if I don't think just a few months after this incident and the war that happened post that we shouldn't have played a tournament in the first place. Now, like you said, right now, Suryakumar Yadav is in a position where he's the captain of the team. He has taken the team to Dubai to play the tournament. They have played the match. They have finished the match. I guess, yeah, I don't think this was particularly enforced by BCCI. I feel that this was a decision taken by Gambhir and Suryakumar Yadav and the rest of the team together that, you know what, this is our way of stating our protest. Is it right or wrong? I am not sure. I am in the category of I don't think this is the best way to display the fact that you are not happy with the game or happy with the match played. I was okay with the fact that he at the press conference he dedicated the victory to the victims of Pahalgam. Yes, that I understand the captain making that statement after winning the match. He wants to make a statement that yeah, the victory is dedicated for these people, right? I think that was a bigger statement to me than not shaking hands. I mean, I don't know. I didn't find that too right. Is what I feel.
No, I think interesting. I think for me, I don't want to get into that debate whether it was right or wrong, but I think it was more of a damage control situation wherein we know that the entire country is unhappy by the way things have gone. Most of us did. We probably did not want this to happen. India should have boycotted the Asia Cup or at least the game against Pakistan. But that did not happen, and probably board BCCI and everyone realized that, and probably this was one of their ways to sort of do the damage control here in the way things work in modern day, be it cricket, be it entertainment, be it anything, that optics is of prime importance. So probably for me, I think this was one of the ways of telling people that, oh, hey, we are playing the cricket because we are supposed to. I don't know, but again, we are not too happy about mingling with the Pakistan players, and which I found weird. I think for me, आई मीन खेल रहे हो तो यार हाथ भी मिला ही लेते, मतलब it was that kind of situation. I'm not really sure what was trying the players or what was the management trying to prove here. हाथ ना मिला के किसी का क्या बिगड़ गया? I think that day is not for where probably Pakistan players will come and say we'll not play against India. Any which way we are not winning, so they have no point against playing against India. So I think that might also happen at some point of time wherein they will say कि भाई नहीं खेलना इंडिया के साथ. The reason would be different because I mean the difference between the skill set between the two countries at this point of time is like huge. Huge would be an understatement. I mean, we saw that what happened in the game yesterday, and we'll come to it. It was a purely one-sided game. I remember in '90s we used to be really anxious, or rather say we used to be really scared of playing against Pakistan because of the high quality team which they had. Wasim, Waqar, Shoaibs of the world, and then you got Saeed Anwar, Inzamam, Yunus Khan, Yusuf. I mean, they had everyone. Then they had Shahid Afridi, Abdul Razak, Azhar Mahmood, you name it, and Shakil Mushtaq. And I mean, it was a world class team. In '90s. Then I think post 2010 under Dhoni, India started winning against Pakistan consistently. Even in the under the captaincy of Virat in the mid 2015s, the late early 2020s, wherein you always had that anxiety that okay, they can beat us, they are a dangerous side, they can beat anyone on their day. We saw that on in the Champions Trophy final, we saw that in that 2020 World Cup in 2021. But I think in the last couple of years or last 18 months or so, I think that anxiety is also gone now. I think we all know that how exactly is it going to turn out, right? It's going to be one sided for sure. Even if India lose one game or the other, which might happen in cricket, but that would be more of an aberration than the game of skills.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, there's hardly any contest, right? I mean, even with batting, bowling, fielding, it's like Pakistan has now realized that there are bigger teams. There's Australia, India, England, South Africa, probably all in one pool, and we are a rank below them. I mean, that the performance yesterday, I think, proved that, right? Captain like Salman, I mean, he realized that the whole shoulders were down when they're fielding. They were like, we have no answer to this batting lineup. We have this nothing which we can do. There's nothing which we can bowl, which can unsettle this Indian batting lineup. And same with their bowling, right? Uh, with their batting as well. So I mean, with their batting also, they had no answer to our spin. And you could see, like you mentioned, right? It's no more about, okay, is it, are we playing under pressure? Is it a difficult match? What is the situation? It's purely on skills and talent, and they are lacking. And it's like India now playing an Afghanistan or maybe a Bangladesh or a UAE. It's become like that now because there's clearly a big gap. And the sooner Pakistan fans realize that, the better for them, right? I mean, unreal expectations, it's not the same anymore. And like you said, I mean, beyond a point, see, if this match is not exciting anymore, what is the billing for India Pakistan match, right? I mean, yeah, these your rivals off the field is a different matter, but ultimately the cricket doesn't match up to that. Then there's no point to build up this match so high. So, what is the point playing this match or hyping up this match so much if there is no contest itself? So people may end up tuning to the match in the beginning, but if there is no contest, you switch off, right? You don't want to watch it anymore, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. I wanted to watch the match. I mean, okay, I didn't want the match to happen, but if there is a cricket match, I watch. That's how I am. So I wanted to watch the match. But once the match started, it was so one-sided, man. I mean, like it's like, what am I watching? I'd rather watch a India-Afghanistan match. I'm sure that could be closer. I'd rather watch an India-Sri Lanka match. There at least is competition from the spinners. There's absolutely no competition here.
No, that's a fair point. Actually, the way I think first, I mean, the weirdness started from the toss itself. Again, batting the handshake thing. Salman Ali Aga weirdly decided to bat first on this wicket,
Yeah,
wherein in Dubai traditionally captains generally like to chase, right, because of the obvious the due the chasing part is relatively easier. He decided to bat first. Probably they did not want India to sort of go on and express the batters express themselves and probably put 220, 230 on board. But the way they batted, man, there was no intent. Absolutely no intent. None of the batters showed any intent. I mean, I know Sahibzada Farhan scored 40 odd, but again, run a ball 40 at 90 odd strike rate. I think that was not gonna help anyone. And then you had some weird shot making by the likes of Salman Ali Aga. Then you had Saim Ayub hyped so much he wanted to hit six sixes against Bumrah, and weirdly enough, got out on the first ball of the game, first legal delivery of the game, and then caught by Bumrah on point. By the way, who placed? Why the hell Suryakumar decided to put Bumrah on points? It's a different debate, I think. I think
yeah. I mean, I was
that
surprised to see
that was
Bumrah got that. I'm like, okay,
yeah, but I think he did the job. And like you mentioned, man, there was no intent. I mean, the skill gap is so huge. And once the moment
yeah,
spinners, came onto ball, I thought Axar Patel was brilliant, and Kuldeep, man, Kuldeep is unplayable. I mean, none of the batters are picking him on the hand.
yeah,
And since the time in the last couple of years when he has increased the pace, I think he has become literally unplayable because earlier batters had the time to adjust, and sort of see him off the wicket. But now that leeway is gone because he's boiling a lot quicker. He's somewhere in the mid 80s now, and nobody's definitely reading him from the hand. And that's what happened yesterday as well. I mean, if you look at the way Salman Ali Aga and the others, they sort of were just blindly sweeping against Kuldeep, and then it was going nowhere. Uh, and the fact that they've also got Varun Chakravarti. Bumrah probably was not at his best yesterday, but again, uh, I mean, it was. I mean, I'm a big fan of this Indian bowling unit, man. They look like a solid bowling unit, and I think Indian team. I'm not only talking about the Asia Cup. I think Indian team is set to dominate. This side is set to dominate the World T20 cricket for the good 2 3 years from now on.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, and if it's spin friendly conditions, it's game over. I mean, I don't think any team has the batting skills to play against this bowling lineup, right? And you mentioned Kuldeep. I think I was reading a stat somewhere that I think he's played 8 matches against Pakistan now across formats, and probably has an average of 18, and I think economy of 3 or 4. So it's
Oh,
not like, see, like once or twice. Okay, maybe the occasion can get better of you. Maybe the pressure can get better of you. 8 matches you've not figured out with, it's clearly skills, right? I mean, it's nothing beyond that. And like the time of Babar is gone, the time of Rizwan is gone, the newer guys have come, the change in management, and you still haven't figured out Kuldeep means probably you can't. That's as simple as that. And I mean, like you said, right? A sweep is such an important shot against spin. None of them have the technique to play the sweep shot. Neither the straight sweep nor the reverse sweep. Nobody even bothered to play the reverse sweep at all. And guys like Axar Patel, right? Okay, you have your own left arm champion, right? Nawaz, who took a 5-4 just recently against Afghanistan. They were hyping him so much. What happened? I mean, if you played Nawaz so much, why couldn't you play Axar Patel? Look, there is a different quality. Both are left arm spin, but the way Axar varies his pace, that is so difficult to face, man. I mean, you just can't play him. And even the Shahzada, who was opened well, and he got stuck at a rut once Axar came in. They had no clue what to play with spin. So it's sad to see the way the and to be really frank, it was not a difficult track, right? I mean, Shaheen Afridi played those shots. He hit those easy sixes. So you could have played if you could have got your line length and line right. If you understand the pitch of the ball, you could have played your shots. But they never got that, and I think it's that just purely a skill gap.
no, no, fair point actually, and I think talking about Akshar, the length was impeccable yesterday,
Yeah,
and he has been doing it consistently, since last so many years in the IPL as well. Uh, Talking about the intent, man. I mean, Shine did manage to score a few quick ones in the end, and wherein it was looking that Pakistan probably fold out around 100, They managed to score
yeah, yeah,
128. Obviously not gonna enough, but actually probably Shine showed the way that the batting was not as difficult as it was looking probably when the other batters were batting. Talking about the intent now, the way Abhishek Sharma is driving the force, man.
yeah,
I mean, facing the first ball, first time he was facing Shaheen Afridi, and coming down the track, hitting him, straight for four. Then that beautiful, shot over extra cover for six. I think that guy is fearless. I mean, I have not seen anyone as fearless as Abhishek Sharma has been over the past couple of years, man. He has all the shots in the book. He
yeah.
does not slog. He's a great timer of the ball, and a few of the shots, man. He reminds us of his guru Yuvraj Singh. The way he sort of tonged Shaheen Shah over extra cover, I think that was a treat to watch. And one thing is very clear: till the time Abhishek Sharma is there on the wicket, no matter what the conditions are, no matter who the opposition is, who the bowler is, he's gonna go bang bang for sure.
Yeah, and what perfect planning, right? I mean, India, like what, the target is 128 odd, if I'm not wrong. 6 overs, how the 50% of the target is gone. 64 runs, I think, odd. So the
Yep.
plan was very simple: score as much as possible in those 6 overs, and the next 14 overs play aram se, finish the match. It's a very simple plan. And if you have guys like Abhishek Sharma, like you mentioned, right, it's very easy to execute that plan. One thing is to have the plan. I'm sure everybody has a plan. Okay, if Pakistan had a plan, right? But if you lose 2 wickets in 2 overs, then you can't execute that. And here, I mean, like I don't know, man. That guy is an exceptional talent. I mean, once he just if it hits Abhishek Sharma's bat cleanly, you know it's a boundary. There's no point running. There's no point looking where the ball is gone. It's either a four or a six, and that's like you said, that sort of clean hitting I haven't seen after Yuvraj Singh, and so blessed we are. And even Gill, I mean, what intent? I mean, coming back as an opener after a long time, right, in T20. Okay, the shot he got out was slightly aggressive, but again, that's the nature they play. Right? They want to score as much as possible in 6 overs. And happy to see that intent from Gill also. I mean, I know he got out unluckily that he came down the track slightly, missed the turn, but I'm happy to see their intent. I'm happy to see that both of them together want to give that quick start for India. And once the Tilak and Suryakumar Yadav were in the crease again, we just felt like it was a formality. In 6 overs, if we score 64 runs, I think the rest is pretty much a formality.
I think the batting depth is scary for the other teams. The Indian batting depth. You
Yeah,
got Surya and Tilak, and then you got consistently you got that left-right combination. I think Gambhir is a big
yeah,
fan of that. You got Shivam Dubey in, and then you got three batters who did not get a chance to bat: Samson, Hardik Pandya, and Akshar Patel, and they can
yeah.
win you matches purely with their bat.
With their batting,
So
yeah.
I think if you are an Indian cricket fan, I think that's a solid. So I've never seen a team as consistent, as aggressive, as attacking. And the talent is there for sure. The temperament is there. The clarity in the head, the roles, everything's super defined for them as well. So happy times for India.
Yeah. So
That
if
sort of
you're a
reminds.
Pakistani cricket fan, right? What would you think? I mean, would you want to continue hyping these matches against India? What's next for them as a fan? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It becomes difficult. It's not only about India against India. I mean, the way Pakistan has been playing their cricket for the past 3 or 4 years, I think it's terrible. The board is inconsistent. There's no consistency with respect to team selection, with respect to the captaincy. They Suddenly there's a new minister coming in and everything gets changed. Suddenly Babar comes back and gets the captaincy straight away. I mean, a lot of weird things happening. If I'm a, I mean, I you feel for the fans over there because they are also very passionate, as passionate as we guys are, right? And they have seen the highs of the game, the 90s, early 2000s, the legacy which was created by the likes of Imran Khan, Wasim Wakar, and all these guys, and I'm sure they would be pained to see this kind of thing. Especially the lack of intent is something which is really bothering me if I'm a which would really bother me if I'm a Pakistan cricket fan, because there was a time like till the last year, till Champions Trophy, where probably everyone was blaming Babar in this one, including us, where we were saying that probably they don't have the enough intent or enough legs in them, to sort of play this format. But again, the new guys coming in, they are playing in the same way. I mean, what's the point of changing the things, right?
Yeah.
They are supposed to play in a different manner. But again, I don't know. I mean, it's all messed up. The system is all messed up. The intent is missing. The unity is missing, and I think it is a very very demoralizing camp. I mean, I know it's a cricket is a funny game. They can come back and beat us in the next game. That can happen. But
Yeah.
again, that would be an aberration, like I mentioned initially. On paper, with respect to their skills, with respect to the temperament, aggression, I think there's a wide gap. And I think in this tournament, they are not even third best team. I would say in this tournament.
Yeah, and to be really frank, I mean, they're lucky they're in this group. If they were in the other group, like you said, I don't think they would have qualified for the next round. I'm
Yeah.
sure a Sri Lanka or a Bangladesh or Afghanistan would have beaten them, and they would have struggled. I mean, lucky. I mean, obviously, I think this tournament was the schedule is rigged in such a way that India plays them multiple times, right? But if they were in the other group, I wouldn't have seen them qualifying. And it's a sad fact. I mean, because I was watching some video yesterday, it popped up in my stream, right? And I think Shoaib Malik was mentioning that, oh, such a bad preparation for the team, right? Why did we send them against Afghanistan and UAE? If we are playing such a champion side, we should play against other champion teams for preparation. But nobody wants to play, right? I mean, when New Zealand came to your country, they sent us a second string team. To be really frank, people don't see Pakistan team as an opposition. It's not. You can't just sit there. You can't demand that why can't we play England? Why can't we play Australia? They don't want to play. I mean, it's as simple as that. And it's a sad reality, like you mentioned, right? From the highs of the '90s to where the team is right now, and this is a transition. What do you call consistent decline for Pakistan across sports, right? They were once
Yeah.
a powerhouse in squash. They were once a powerhouse in hockey, and they were once a powerhouse in cricket. And it's downhill for in all the games as well. Cricket was probably the last hope for them as sport as a nation. I know they have javelin. Again, that's a one-off, is what I feel. But otherwise, I think if they don't look at this right now, if they don't look at these performances and decide, okay, something has to change, maybe it's game over for Pakistan and the nation for cricket. It could be like how Afghan, I mean, how maybe Zimbabwe is right now, who were once upon a time a great team, but now they're nowhere to be seen.
No, actually, a pretty valid point. High time. I think they need to pull their socks up. I think we have been saying this for the last 1 year or so since the
Yeah,
time we've started this podcast. But unfortunate. And I think I'm not ruling out the game against UAE as well. I mean, they can
yeah.
surprise
They
Pakistan.
lost to
We have
USA
seen that in
last
the
time in the World
past.
Cup, right? Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, even they have surprised Pakistan in the past as well. So who knows? They need to first sort of qualify or get past that hurdle. And then I think Super 4 is going to be a real challenge for them, because in all likelihood it's going to be Afghanistan, India, Sri Lanka, and it's not going to be easy for them for sure. But okay, I mean, cricket. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. I think we would want to see ideally a few close games here. Otherwise, it gets a little
yeah.
boring. But at the same time, also as Indian fans, and we would want to see India dominate the tournament completely and sort of butcher everyone else. That would also be a good sight. It's exciting time if you are an Indian fan. We got a couple of more matches coming in later this week, and I'm really excited to see UAE in Pakistan game. To be honest, and post that we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, no. Like you said, I'm very excited for Super Four. Right, I think Afghanistan and Sri Lanka are a good side, and Sri Lanka has been playing well off late. Also, they are created a few upsets against us also. So I'm looking forward to that more than what's happening in our group right now. Looking forward to playing Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. To be frank.
Yep, yep. Cool, man. See you around. I think we'll come back for the later
Yeah,
games once the Super Four starts. Till then, bye
sure.
bye. Take care.
See you. Bye.